What's going on, Sports Wars? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost and GeeksandGamers.com, and we have a developing situation going on in the NFL right now. This is a moment that a lot of people were wondering when it would happen and what would the NFL do. It appears that we do have a COVID outbreak, at least on one team, and that is the Tennessee Titans. NFL reportedly shutting down Titans and Vikings facilities. Now, there are a lot of people in the media, a lot of the Corona bros in the media that wanted this to happen, that want this to happen to say, look, we shouldn't be doing this, we should be shut down, everyone should live in fear because all they're worried about is being divided down political lines. But let's take a look at the facts here, and then we'll talk about what we think will happen. ESPN's Diana Rossini and Chris Mortensen are reporting the Titans and Vikings team facilities are being closed by the NFL. Now, this has been updated. It's very clear why they're being shut down at this point. Keep in mind that the Vikings and the Titans did play on Sunday. According to Rossini, a source tells her the Titans have 3 players who have tested positive and 5 team personnel positives for COVID. She further reports the team will work remotely this week to access to the building will be restricted. You can see from Adam Schefter, he has this announcement. Out of the abundance of caution, the organization has decided to work remotely today as we follow NFL protocols related to COVID-19. Several tests have come back positive and we're working through the processes of confirming them. We will have more information tomorrow. We do need to keep in mind that there's been a history of false positives. Even during the off season, about 3 or 4 weeks before the season started, there was a bunch of false positives that turned out to be absolutely nothing. Is this the case? I'm sure the Titans are praying that that is the case. They are praying that these are false positives because what would happen? You might lose a ton of players. You might miss out on games. What will the NFL do if that actually happens? We're not to that point yet, but they are clearly making plans for it. You can see a league source just texted me, we're shutting Tennessee down Saturday. That means no Titans coaches or players. And then Chris Mortensen with the same thing. The Vikings played the Titans and now also have had their facility shut down. This is, regardless of whether these are positive or negative, this is a huge disadvantage to these guys. So now they have to prepare for their game next week remotely. They can't go in and do practice. They can't go do walkthroughs. All they can do is Zoom calls. And that's rough on a team. That's rough on a team. I think a lot of us knew that's kind of what would happen if an outbreak did occur. It appears, right? It appears that it has. Now, the Vikings have no positive tests as of yet. So I think a lot of people are still holding out hope that this is not actually the case, that is more false positives. Maybe that batch got sent was false positives. That's what the Titans are hoping. That's what the NFL is hoping. However, a lot of people in the media are not hoping that. They want the league to shut down. They want it to remain shut down. To be quite honest, I'm sure there's a lot of you watching right now that would be fine with the league getting shut down. As terrible as it's been to have the NFL filled with this social justice garbage and all this bullshit, as a country, I feel like we do need sports back. Now, we need them back not in a way that's just promoting BLM or promoting this criminal that did this thing, but they need to be back to get us all back together again. So many people want to keep us divided and keep us shut down. They have not decided what they're going to do. The Titans are scheduled to play at home again on Sunday against the Steelers, while the Vikings are supposed to travel to Houston to face the Texans. No decision's been made. They are probably going to wait for those. I would imagine that if those come back actually positive, if any of those players played in the game, the Vikings might be down too. Out of an abundance of caution, that might be what happens. But only time will tell. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. To be clear, I don't think that this is a big deal. I think that those players, even if they do have it, they're likely in their 20s and 30s and have virtually no risk associated with COVID. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.